is the 3rd of July 2018. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives, by Annie Dillard. And today I'm back indoors. I was already outdoors enjoying the sun, and now back inside. And I'm in somewhat of a mixed mood because I just had one more of these disconnect moments with my partner where I'm struggling, and there's a lot of urgency, time pressure, where I'm not yet to the moon, but I'm really already on a very good track when it comes to that part because I'm not taking up that stress that I perceive. And at the same time, I'm not yet in the space where I'm enjoying myself while seeing the pressure around me. So, what am I doing? Oh, how was my day yesterday? That's the next part. I had a very nice morning park video. I have the Wi-Fi set up outside, and I'm really happy about that. I have my Vision MP3. I recorded the whole thing, which is approximately an hour now, and that's the version where I have really all of my hero inside, and not just the vision part, but it's actually a complete hero MP3. Then I worked on the Co app, and I initially thought that I'll just do some small things, and thought that something like a join button for the events would be more or less trivial. I found out that it's not the case for me. The backend was super trivial, or more or less trivial. And then the front end, I was really struggling on the front end because of duplicated logic. And I don't want to get into the details now. And after I finished up the event join button, I didn't stop there. Instead, later on, I also added the related outcomes. So now for every outcome that I have, I can also define outcomes that are related to it. And this is something that I just wanted to try out, and I'm glad that I was bold enough to try it out. And at the same time, I'm skeptical if that's actually a good thing or not, because I can see value in it, but at the same time, I see some struggles, technical struggles also with it, where I'm making the things more complex than maybe necessary. Before, I was using tags to combine outcomes. So if there's like eight outcomes or 10 outcomes, I'll just give them all the same tag, and thereby I have a cluster, and I can say, show me everything related to X. And now, with the new related outcome setting, I am more or less saying this outcome belongs to that one, and they have some kind of relationship. And I can build relationship trees that way, and cycles, and there's really no limits to what I can do with them, which makes it super complex because I don't want to show every related one on a deeper level, but only the surface level. And then now I'm exploring what can I use it for. And one of the things that I already think I might change it to is to not have the general one outcome is related to some other outcome, but more of a specific, this outcome has a relationship with the other one, that is, and then defining the special relationship. Like, this outcome is blocked by the other, in which case I can, if the other outcome, the status changes, then I can unblock that one automatically, which would be a cool thing because I know that if something, I know when something is blocked, but I can also automatically unblock or get an email telling me, or a pop-up saying, a notification for that matter, that outcome X has been unblocked now, and I can continue working on it. Or just a combination of these things. I don't know, something that I want to explore, but I also don't want to put too much time and effort in it because the office is not my main UVP right now. So instead, I want to focus on the roles definition to get a team up and running, to get the whole personal development club to life. And this is something that I care more about than the specifics. So I will just leave it up to you as a user or a potential user to just tell me what you are using it for, what you intend, what is working for you, what is not, and then we can take a look at it together. And that's it for now. And then I was working, I was spending time together with Arina on the apartment decision tree. Quickly, I found out that actually finding out the information that I don't have the relevant information to really take a good decision. But on the decision tree, I very quickly saw what my preferences are in terms of these outcomes, no matter what the actual result is. So, I mean, when I ask, when I will start asking which of these options I have, I really know, I don't know what the answer will be. I have guesses, but I do already know which are my preferred things. And so subletting is my preferred strategy. Finding a person who then can get in instead is the second one. And the third one is yet still undecided, which for me means more time spent with the decision between these two cases. And that's something that has to do with the overall travel decision. And that's something I will spend time on today. So the travel stuff strategy is the last thing that I worked on yesterday, which is essentially what will I do with my things, the material things that I still have here, if I decide to actually pull through on the whole world travel thing. And I found out what approximately my options are. There's always some improvement. There's room for improvements, but I have my general rule of thumb. What would it take? And that's cool for me. All right, that's it from my side. I wish you a legendary day. Oh, what am I focusing on? I completely forgot to share that. I mean, I did, but not in terms of an outcome. My outcome is the world travel decision, and this is the outcome that I'm focusing on for today. It was hard for me to set because I am super tempted to work on the personal development club, and right now this is like I'm doing a detour, but I will do this detour to unlock these tensions to continue working on the other stuff. And that's how I see it right now. If you have any feedback, I'd love to hear from you. And in general, I'd love to talk to you so that we can see how we can support each other. And if you're not already, then join Coalition and we will figure out things together. And it's still daunting because there's like so many offers, and I haven't yet taken the time to create thorough tutorial videos. So it's an overwhelming experience, and it's like going into a crowded city talking about traveling, and then not knowing being in this small hotel place, and then whenever I go outside, there's just so much things to do and so much questions, like where do I get my food? What is going on here? What are the sites in terms of sightseeing? And that's the same thing here. There's a lot to discover on the island of Leyenda and in this Coalition world. And I hope that if you need a tour guide, you would just approach me and say, hey, you know what, Geraldo, I heard you say that there's a lot of value, and I don't know how because I'm overwhelmed. So let's just sit down and go through it. And I want to do that with you if you are serious about it. And that's a part of what I'm trying to do here. So if you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. And I wish you a legendary day. I will end with the joke of the day, and there's not many left for me that I prepared. Today's is, why don't skeletons watch scary movies? They just don't have the guts. Right, I hope to see you soon. Good day.